Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the show. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so I'm going to do it. AEW Don't Worry Nothing happened this weekend, and so did WWE's Night of Champions. Let's talk about Night of Champions first. Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion. That's right. Seth freaking Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, that does not mean that Roman Reigns lost his title. Because Roman Reigns didn't lose his title. Roman Reigns isn't going to lose that title. But they're a new World Championship, and Seth Rollins is the first one to hold it. I absolutely love that. Now, let's get to that match. That match was fantastic. AJ versus Seth, I love the match. I love both those guys. Both their styles are so familiar, so normal. They mesh so well together. Absolutely loved it. Great match. Rhea versus Natalya is exactly what it needed to be. A quick squash match. That's what it needed to be. It was a quick squash match, and it needed to be that. Natalya got squashed by Rhea. Dominic Mysterio was there in Rhea's corner. I mean, there's not much to say about the match. It wasn't a match. It was a squash. Becky versus Trish surprised me in two reasons. Trish won, which I did not expect. And Zoe Stark has now aligned herself with Becky Lynch. Let me repeat that second one for you. Zoe Stark has aligned herself with Trish Stratus, feuding with Becky Lynch. I think this is perfect. One of my buddies, his name on YouTube is Conman167. He's also on Twitch, TikTok. Go follow him. Go subscribe to his channel as well. Absolutely great guy. He has said Zoe Stark has Becky Lynch potential. Now we're going to really see if that is true because, well, Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark, they're in a story together. What better way to see if a lady has great potential than put them with the talent that they're being compared to, right? Cody Brock was what it needed to be. It was a wrestling match. It was a match. Brock won. Cody didn't tap. He passed out. We're probably going to get something at SummerSlam between the two of them. Trying to think. Gunther versus Ali was really good. Ali looked really good in it. Something else happened. Oh, yeah. Jimmy flipping Uso. What? Dude. You turned your back on the tribal chief. You stabbed the tribal chief in the back. You stabbed your brother in the back. Come on, man. That's Big Oos. That's tribal chief. That's Roman Reigns. What are you doing, Jimmy? What are we doing? Look, I get it. He beats you up. He bullies you. He is the tribal chief. He's the head of the table. You ain't want to get beat up. Maybe do what he says and stop embarrassing the bloodline. But no, in all seriousness, guys, that was cinematic. Jimmy super kicking Roman twice, telling Jay, I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. Man, tomorrow night's going to be fun. SmackDown is going to be fun. Really fun. We might get Rikishi tomorrow night. Just saying. I haven't heard it, but I saw some stuff on Twitter. Rikishi had put some stuff out. I'm just saying, Rikishi is Uso's daddy. He's also Roman Reigns' cousin. They might mesh well together. I'm just saying. He's also Solo Sikoa's daddy. And that's the other thing. Nobody knows what's going to happen with Solo. Solo Sikoa is a wild card in this. Because the Usos super kicked him. And he always said, because the elders sent him, he'll like anybody the tribal chief likes. So if Roman turns his back on Jimmy and Jay, does Solo side with Roman? Or does he side with his brothers and go with the Usos? Lots of what I was thinking about. But I couldn't even process that over the weekend because I had Double or Nothing. In the main event, the Anarchy in the Arena. Match was great. But I got sucked out of that match so quickly. The anticipation for that match was dead so quick with the entrance song for Jon Moxley and I guess the Blackpool Combat Club's entrance song playing during the match with a live performance by the actual band and the lead singer wearing blackface. I mean, it was what he did. I can't sugarcoat it. He had a black mask on. It was bad. It was so bad. Tony Khan, never do that again. Never, ever, ever do that again. Ever. At least not with that guy and that band. Toni Storm is the new women's champion. All that means is Jamie Hayter's legitimately hurt. Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho was a really fun match until the finish. A referee called off match. It gave me, I'm not even kidding you, it gave me flashbacks to 2019 Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. That's exactly what that finish reminded me of. Chris Statlander returned and beat Jade Cargill. Guys, I had said it a while back, they really trust Jade. And they still do. Just because she lost the title and her undefeated streak of 60-0 is over, they still trust her. She went 60-0. She's going to take some time off, well-deserved time off. She's going to come back with a redemption story, a new character. Now she's going to be chasing the title. And the story will be, well, I just had a match against one of the best wrestlers in the world in Taya Valkyria. And then Chris Statlander took the title. That's the story. They set up a story by having her lose. Because now her redemption story is, hey, I had a match and then had another match on the same night, moments after, and I wasn't ready. That can be the match. That can be the story. That can be the story. Please, Tony Khan, don't fumble the bag, man. That can be an awesome, awesome story. Now, let's talk about this. Just hear me out. Little 4 pillars match. MJF, the AEW World Champion, still AEW World Champion. Sammy Guevara, first of all, congratulations to Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello. Ty's pregnant. Sammy and Ty are having a baby. Congratulations. Very happy for both of you. Can't wait to see what the future holds for y'all. Darby Allin, really fun talent. Jungle Boy Jack Perry, really fun talent. Let me tell you something. I never believed in my life that you could get me to root against MJF in a World Championship match. Because I didn't think anybody else could take it off of him except for CM Punk or a Jon Moxley. Tony Khan, I am begging you to take the title off MJF. I am sick and tired of MJF. That freaking media scrum that he had? What? That was bullcrap. First of all, who does he think he is? He's going to mess up the lineage of the AEW World Championship. Why? Because wrestling fans tell you the truth? You want to call us marks? You want to call us fickle? No, we're telling you the truth. We're telling you how we feel. It's not our fault that you are too immature to handle that. But I digress. There was also this. That whole bidding war 2024 bullcrap. MJF, please don't go to WWE. Please don't go to WWE. Stay in AEW. Because I can guarantee you, the only talent you'll be working with in WWE if you go there is The Miz. Literally, that's it. You're not getting to the World Championship for a while. You're just not. I also want to talk about this. MJF said, and I still can't believe he said it, that he thinks New Japan Pro Wrestling is an indie fed. That Forbidden Door, he doesn't want to wrestle at Forbidden Door. The AEW World Champion doesn't want to wrestle at Forbidden Door. Dude, get this through your head, MJF. You're not Ric Flair. You're not Triple H. You're not Randy Orton. You're not Roman Reigns. You're not Kenny Omega. You're not Hikaru Shida. Or Tanote Takeshita. Kinoke Takeshita. You have to wrestle when the boss says you have to wrestle. What do you mean you don't want to wrestle at Forbidden Door? You're the AEW World Champion. You really think Jon Moxley wanted to wrestle last year for Forbidden Door? Another show? No, probably not. But he did it because he was the World Champion. You really think Claudio Castagnoli wanted his first match in AEW to be at Forbidden Door against a really great talent in Zack Sabre Jr.? Probably not, because it was on pay-per-view, and if you screw that up, you're losing a lot of money off your bag. But in what world does the world champion not want to fight at Forbidden Door? I don't understand that math. If I'm the world champion, if I'm the AEW world champion, I am begging Tony Khan, please let me fight at Forbidden Door. I want to fight so badly at Forbidden Door. And to call New Japan an indie fed. Okay, so you're telling me that Cody Rhodes, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Hangman Adam Page, there's some other talent. The Young Bucks. People that you work with. AJ Styles. Finn Balor. Like, Jay White, who just came from New Japan into your company, AEW. You're telling me that all those guys that have become mainstream, that have become WWE, AEW guys, that they were all indie feds? Because let me tell you something about some history in wrestling. Let me give you a little lesson in wrestling. Every one of those guys were known names by wrestling fans. Hardcore wrestling fans knew those guys' names before they ever touched AEW or WWE. Straight up fact. And guess what? Now they're household names. Kenny Omega is well recognized as one of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world. Will Ospreay, who is still in New Japan, I believe, widely recognized as one of the best wrestlers in the world. Kinoke Takeshita, widely recognized as one of the best wrestlers in the world. Okada is New Japan talent, recognized as one of the best in the world. Like, how are we... What? You're telling me that it's an indie fed? Bro, this isn't MLW. This isn't... No disrespect, because they're really good talent. This isn't DPW. This isn't some warehouse in Florida. Like, what? Dude. This isn't OVW. This is New Japan Pro Wrestling. The biggest Japanese wrestling promotion in the world. And has housed some of the greatest names in pro wrestling. Sting. The Great Muta. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Ric Flair wrestled in New Japan if you didn't know. Like, this is the kind of stuff that ticks me off about MJF. He's such a good talent. He's so good in the ring. But then he opens up his mouth. I get why Tony Khan puts up with it. I do, because, again, MJF is a really good wrestler. But, quite frankly, I'm not behind MJF anymore. He's getting on my nerves. He is becoming what CM Punk is to some fans. To me, MJF is becoming the cancer that some talent and fans have called CM Punk to wrestling. That's what MJF is becoming to AEW. And if you're Tony Khan, if you're running this promotion, you've got too many good talents to let one guy who is 26 and, he's really good in the ring, which he is, run your company. Tony Khan, this is on you. You got to fix this because you're going to lose fans. Not me, because I've been watching for a long time. I've been watching since y'all's inception in 2019 at Daly's place. But I don't care for MJF anymore. To me, MJF is an arrogant prick that thinks everybody owes him something. That's what he is to me. Sorry, it's a true fact. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.